Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me. And as always, we are looking at the top posts in the last week. Let's see what Reddit has for us here. First up, we have my miner setup in Minecraft. This is super cool. Looks like we've come full circle from a Minecraft mod to a small fan project to one of the highest rated games on Steam, and back to Minecraft mod again. Yeah, so Factorio was inspired by Buildcraft. Korex wrote a post about that somewhere at one point. So pretty interesting. We're now back full circle to Minecraft. But this is pretty cool. I forget what the mod is. I think someone just mentioned it in my stream today, and I already forget the name of the mod. But where you basically can play Factorio Minecraft. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. Personally, I'd rather just play Factorio, but if you're a Minecraft fan, I'm sure you'll love it. Display item production consumption per second, minute like in Satisfactory. This will make everything a lot easier and faster. Item production a second equals this. Item production a minute equals that. Item consumption. That would actually be really nice. That would save a ton of manual calculations. And I feel like it wouldn't take a ton of game performance. I mean, it's just pretty basic calculations to figure that out, even if you throw in models and beacons. I don't know, maybe if you get like a ton of entities, it would become a problem. It's mod called Actual Craft Time. It's great, even lets you select the number of buildings that you want to know the build time for. It really helps with ratios. Yeah, it shows what it's capable of, not what it's currently doing. That is very true. I know there's a mod that does this by having something similar in the game would be awesome. 2 math degrees and I still have my calculator to work out what 2 divided by 3.5 is and how many belts I need. My lack of math skills is an obstacle for this game. I can't even do ratios right. Oh boy. Yeah, it does require a lot of manual math. I feel like this would be really nice, something like this. Driving away, another hide-bore art, of course. Fan-made. I love this car. Biter behind. It jumped down. And you can see she goes flying out of the thing, out of the car, and the Biter's just like, what? The Biter is really cute, though, actually. I love the car tracks behind it. This is... Don't forget the random water hole. And also all the rocks you end up hitting. And power poles. Don't forget the power poles. Geez, my boyfriend of Factorio, he hasn't discovered electricity yet. Oh dear. Oh dear, I remember these days when I played. Respect, actually, he clearly put in a lot of thought, so it would never need manual refueling. He's a bit confused, but he has the spirit. That is very true, actually, because this mines, which takes coal into here, or sorry, this is iron, not coal. I'm an idiot. So this takes coal, puts it here. This one, these inserters get fed with fuel. This one dumps into here, dumps out here. Yeah, it's actually really neat. I'm not quite sure how this gets fuel. Maybe it pulls it from the furnace? Yeah, that electricity would make this a lot easier. Oh god, they say. Oh god is right. Oh dear, that's really bad. The train bus. Oh, this looks really cool. Oh man, this is crazy. It's literally, is it just like one big, it is just one big circular train. I can't full screen this. There's no button, sadly. Through Imager, I guess. It's just so cool, actually. This a train bus. This is like, when I think of train bus, I think just like multiple trains with different stops. But this is literally just one gigantic circular train moving everything around, different parts and different things. That's really cool. Several months working on this base concept of 7 science factory. The circular train acting as the main bus is based on the fact that 6 train cars or locomotives can go around a 180-degree turn and still line up perfectly with the rail grid. 22 locals, 110 wagons, in a 1515 configuration. All production takes place, almost all production takes place with ingredients from a single wagon, so almost every piece is 7 tiles tall. Purple, wow. This is freaking awesome. Filters. Interesting, 100 signs per minute. I feel like they would have to have filters almost, right? That's really cool. Mission Impossible. This poor spitter. I always wondered in the back of my mind if you could use robots continuously repairing the walls as a defensive strategy instead of using turrets. I wish you could, but I don't think that'd work. Boys, oh my god. Impossible for the biter or for the robot? Gotta clarify these things, you know? Yes. Both. Yeah, I would say both. It's mission impossible for both of them. GIF Factorio at night. Look at the little eyes. Oh my god, this is so freaking cool. This art style reminds me of like some children's books I read as a kid. Obviously minus the turrets and the wall probably, but the art style reminds me of that. The tree still have leaves, unacceptable. Yeah, there's like way too much grass and stuff too. This is actually so cool. I could just sit here and watch this for like 10 minutes straight, but I won't have you guys do that. Where's the pollution shaking my head? Well, it's actually noon, so how can you see the stars? Stars or cinders? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's actually in the middle of the day, and these are just cinders in the air from all the pollution and flame burning. That's actually hilarious. That's a great comment. I'm really proud of my 1K signs per minute square city grid factory. As you should be. This is freaking awesome. Look at these nuclear power plants. My only complaint is I wish they were flipped, so it was like mirrored. Very, very minor. This is so cool. They have a wall going around it. Having this like all encased in a wall makes it look kind of small, but it's actually huge. It's actually like a pretty freaking huge base. I'm a big fan, although I must admit, I'm not looking at this RoboPort. These are all the new icons. Looking at this RoboPort, I really just don't like it. That has nothing to do with the base, but exactly 1,000 satellites. You, sir, have just given me the inspiration to start the game back up and work towards that extra exact project. Good stuff, and thank you. You have indeed inspired the factory to grow. The tidiness calls to me on a primal level. I managed to create a blueprint of the whole thing, but it's too big to post this for scale. It uses 1.2 million refined concrete in my computer for use when I try to place it in game. This is really cool. Official names of things versus what I call them when I'm talking to myself at 3 a.m. Oh, this is really funny. I'm not sure I can actually read all these out loud, though. Transport belt, yellow belt. So red belt, blue belt, yellow grabber for inserter, red grabber, blue grabber, purple grabber, gray maker, blue maker, yellow maker, green chip, red chip, blue chip. This is pretty common. Red science, green science, gray science, blue science, purple science, yellow science, space science, yellow bullets, red bullets, A-hole. Yes, that is pretty funny. I always call science stuff potions. Potion seller, I'm going into the lab and I need your strongest potion. Can automate my strongest potions. I love how the first 3 are misspelled in different ways. A+. All the day my colorblind ass learned that the filter inserter is a different color than the fast inserter. Wait, they're all spelled in different ways. Wait, what? Wait, what? first three are misspelled in different ways. Oh, transport, transport, transport. I just read straight over that. Your brain like fills in the gaps. That's really funny. I mean, that's like that proves like at 3 a.m. That's how you're spelling them. A little bit of art. Oh, I'm a huge fan art, if you will. This is these trains. This reminds me of shoot, what was that game? Came out like a while ago. It's kind of pretty similar to Factorio, not Satisfactory. I played it on stream once or twice. Shoot, I don't remember what it was called. They had like mine carts a lot instead of trains, and like it had trucks or something. It's kind of what it reminds me of, but this is really cool. Team Fortress 2 vibes. Blaming the train is a pain, and that's the truth. Wow, that's really, really cool. I love that. Check out my new innovative junction design. Leave the subreddit now. So that happens to me every time I let the auto rail placer try to make a curve larger than 2 cars long. Yeah, same here. Like placing all the signals. It's expertly designed to not require signals. I guess it runs with only one train. Can run as many trains as you want for a brief period of time. Maintenance tech. That's pretty funny. Great job on that. Definitely props. Better than I could do. Progress report on me and my friend's first factory. This is pretty dang good for a first factory. You sure that's your first factory? Wait, so I do remember seeing this previously, I believe. This looks really familiar. I mean, it's an update. It's been posted before. I didn't know if I'd seen the first version, but this is pretty good. This is way better than my first factory. This is amazing. Yeah, for real. Like, what? Going to suck your life up. With every new base comes improvements, more ideas, and it continues expanding from there to efficiency, science-packed production speeds. The factory must grow. Good luck. You'll need it. I think I should automate inserters. Oh, I actually I literally physically turned my head right now and almost face palmed. Automate green circuits and gears though, then you can handcraft almost everything that you need in early game instantly. You could just build them all, yeah. That's oh wow. This person says I'm a noob. What's a mall? What's a mall in this game? A mall is basically self-contained complex that produces all the stuff you regularly use: belts, plus undergrounds and splitters, assembly machines, power poles, roll ports, and whole shebang. It's literally a mall. You go to shop for all the stuff you need. Yes. You need a food court though. So it begins. The temptation to build by hand is strong. Oh, that's cutting it real close. You can disable handcrafting by typing permissions in the console and then disabling handcrafting. Does that disable achievements, or are permissions exempted from that? Only Lua commands and editor will disable achievements. Oh, it doesn't disable. Cool. I would need this. I would need to disable handcrafting because I would 100% fail this otherwise. So I haven't done lazy bastard. Just jump into it. So, for a long time, I was really struggling to get past blue science because I was too worried about having a meticulously neat and efficient base. I did not completely understand ratios of liquids, etc. Today I said and I decided to push through it and let it be as much spaghetti as it has to be. I think to really get comfortable with the game, you have to figure things out on your own instead of just looking at blueprints and trying to be as perfect as possible. Yeah, usually the way to do it, get it working first and refine design later on. You can copy a blueprint of what you already have and just stamp another one down next to the old one, right? But yes, that's very true. Like, you know, I make tutorials, playthroughs, tons of other YouTubers do, but I feel like those things are for, like, once you get stuck. I wouldn't, for someone brand new to the game, I would never want or suggest for them to just go find like tutorials and build guides before they've even like played the game. Because I think that, one, it ruins the fun, and I think it actually ruins the learning process. I think what this person said, just get into the game and just build it. It's going to be a mess unless you're like that one dude who somehow has a perfect base with his friend. um, but it's going to be a mess, and you know what? That's okay, because that's how you learn. Because then you can look at it, and then once you've made your mess and played, and then you look at better ways to do it via YouTube or the wiki or forums or whatever, or Reddit, whatever resource, then you can realize what you did wrong, or maybe not even wrong, but what could just be improved on, and then you actually learn from that and go, rather than just like looking at someone's quote unquote perfect design initially and trying to copy it. You don't really learn anything, right? 30k copper plates a minute. 37k, sorry. And a hell of a lot of bots. Holy God. I can even try to pretend I understand this. It seems pretty straightforward to me. Unless is this a bunch of circus stuff? Nah. It's just normal train delivery, ores, boom, smelt it. There's no circuit production. This is literally just copper. That's it. Oh, it is copper. I thought it said circuits. I'm an idiot. This is really cool. I think this is actually really inefficient for 37,000 a minute. Because of the bot traveling. But, I mean, game's so optimized that this scale doesn't need to be super efficient. That's super cool, though. Congrats on that. Simple Omni Smelter requires stack size 10 or higher. Oh, interesting. I remember these type of things. I was never really a fan. They're really cool. But I've never really used them very well. I was calling when stack size less than 10. Ends up having only one item, but the recipe needs several to proceed. E.g. bricks need several stone, etc. And servers won't be able to input the other materials unless the smelter is empty. Yeah. I really like how they've shown everything here to set it up. So we're just enabling stack size. I forget what the symbol means, but less than 10. I forget what this one means. 1. Set filters. Looks actually pretty straightforward. You know, if you had the game open, it would be easy to copy that and get it set up. Don't throw out your burner inserter, guys. Looks much better on the mini map. Love this game. I love this game. Burner phase is so short that you can skip it entirely. That is entirely true. Only thing I use burner inserters for is power. That's it. Just power. 69 coal mining setup. Such ominous music. So this advanced version of 2 burner miners feeding into each other. Yeah, this is actually... So this goes here, goes around. This spits out and goes into here, which goes... So it's basically just a continuous loop. And very loud. It's a continuous loop. That's really cool. I don't think the belts are even necessary, but it is 69. Nice. If connected circuit networks blinked instead of glowed, they would be a lot easier to get an overview of. That is very true. Actually, yeah. Because sometimes just glowing makes it hard to see. Wires doesn't matter much. I think it should highlight entities that are connected to that network. It would be much more readable that way. Yeah, I think that would be a good quality of life improvement, for sure. So basically the goal of the game is to play as little of the game as possible, right? Indeed. Why is it so addictive? Most game loops have a logical place to stop playing or take a break from them. Take your average RPG game loop, for example. Talk to NPC to get quests, go on quests, complete quests, defeat a boss, get rewards. Yeah, getting rewards after a quest is a good place to take a break, reflect on the progress you made. Only natural conclusion of a Factorio session is when your base is destroyed or you complete the playthrough. Until either of these happen, you are in a loop with no closure and a constant state of progress seeking that high you get from a satisfying conclusion. being constantly denied it by the sandbox nature of the game. I play until my life falls apart and my body gives up. Any tips for stopping before then? Set a science for a pack goal 1K seems popular. Is that achievable in a single session? No, not with that attitude. I feel like you could maybe. Accumulator charge display Mark II with memory of previous night charge. Oh, that's really cool, having a memory of it. That's really neat. I do like these big displays. I don't understand them. This is a blueprint, I'd imagine, so super cool. My boss plus Angel's base at 65 hours in. That's really good for 65 hours. I mean, granted, a lot of it's skeletons, but, like, just building these rails. Like, the amount of materials that went in these rails is pretty huge. Where's their starter base, though? I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else on the map, like up top or something. Super impressive. 65 hours in. Building a lot faster than I do. Automation piano cover. I learned automation from the Factorio soundtrack. It's really relaxing to play. Take a look if you want. Cloning. Awesome. So it's kind of like... I want to listen to this, but YouTube's so finicky with the copyright song stuff. I don't think I should. So if you guys want to check it out, here it is. I will look at it after the video. I'm just a little, weary of that. Who knows what's going to get flagged or not. So I think that's going to do it, guys. Some really good stuff, funny stuff, fantastic fan art creations, cool bases, stuff that put my bases to shame right now. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. Some good suggestions as well for game improvement. Friday Facts here. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I very, very much appreciate all the support here and on Patreon and on Twitch. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts below as always. I really do enjoy reading them. And I think that'll do it. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.